Darlington, and we are here in the 87 cars for the one set challenge. We are doing 150 laps here at Darlington in the 87 cars, and we cannot change tires. We have to try and make it the full distance on the same set of tires. It's going to be crazy. Darlington always eating those tires up, and these cars, of course, also very, very aggressive on the tire wear. We'll see what we can do. Very, very tight. And it's just so hard to save that right front in these things. But I've got a bit of a strategy worked out. Oh, it looks like we have group qualifying. Qualifying just started. My strategy, I think, I'm just going to start in the back. I'm going to try and run like 35-second laps. Pole time, fastest guys can run like 31s if they're pushing, like full speed. 31.7s or 31.6s or something like that. I'm going to be just trying to maintain like a 30-second lap and just get it nice and easy around the track. And the way I'm going to be doing that is the straightaways don't matter for tire saving. That's what I'm going with here. The straightaways do not matter. I'm going to full throttle the straightaways just like I would do in the race, in a normal race. But I am going to slow down like crazy before every corner and try and use as little tire through the corner as I possibly can. So I'm going to be running low, just up on the banking here in 1 and 2, trying not to use any tire, get it off the corner. Get to the straightaway, we're full throttle again. Slowing down way early for turn 3 here. Just get it nice and low, keep it below that dotted white line. There's a little bit of banking down here on this lane. Off the corner. Try not to take it full throttle until I get pointed straight so we're not scrubbing off more tire. Nice and early here. This is going to be a problem spot because people who are going to go faster and try and put in some better laps and save tires, they're going to be like the normal racing line entering turn 1 is cut down and cross that middle or that bottom lane on the dotted white line. And that's kind of where we are entering the corner as well. And we're running much, much slower. So I may try and enter a bit lower in 1, at least to start with. See if we could stay out of the way if we're around people. It's going to be very tricky on the start when we're all packed together. We're going to have to do at least 1 pit stop for fuel. You see I ran a 40-second lap. That's probably going to be a little too slow. I think 35 is right where we want to be. 40 seconds is very slow, but I think we can manage a 35-second lap or a little bit worse than that and should be alright. 36.8, that's acceptable. We just gotta really make sure we're not sliding those tires on entry, using the wheel to turn the car as little as possible. I got a guy coming on my outside there, so I'm gonna try and run a bit lower for him. And we might modify our pace a little bit depending on what the cars around us are going to be doing. Like if we're 10 miles back from everybody and everyone's just lapping us like crazy, maybe we'll speed it up a bit. But who knows, they might all fall off and we'll make it to the end on our tires. Will be interesting to see. I think we can go like 80 laps on fuel, 85 laps on fuel. But with how much we're saving out here, we might be able to go longer. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to be really focusing on I'm not worried about the straightaways. We just need to get off the corner as straight as possible and enter the corner as easy as possible. I'm going to try and focus on not sliding on entry or overdriving it. We're really going to have to stay on top of that. But that means we're going to be very, very slow on entry. And people behind us may not be ready for that depending on what pace they're running. So we run a 36 there, just going easy. We qualify us 18th. Nick is just not qualifying. And I figured I just do my slow lap in qualifying, and that'd put us right around the pace we need to run. Mark up on the pole. He ran his normal race lap, 31.9. Same with Tracy, Dan. Mitch is in here, up in P6. Zachary, Tyler, Eric, Brett, Connor, Nick King, Troy's in here, Alan, Kirk, John, Billy with a 39, just running his practice lap as well. So this is Nick's event. A lot of people in here we know, obviously, we've raced with. Starting 18th, we got 25 of us. Good luck to everyone. Should be fun. 150 laps, no resets, no tires. You're just pitting for fuel.
Alright, man, we're going green.
And hope you can make it to the end.
Line up on the outside row now.
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
I gotta be so careful on the start not to be so incredibly slow on entry that we just get into a big wreck. We gotta keep in mind we're in a big pack here. But I think everyone's gonna be taking it pretty easy. At least the people behind us, because we were like the last people that qualified. But yeah, this is a very old school kind of like endurance war of attrition race that they did in like the 50s or 60s. Just people, you get like 2 or 3 people left at the end and like only a couple people left on the lead lap. We'll see how this turns out. It could be fun. No cautions as well. 150 laps, but I think there's a 100-minute time limit. But we should beat that if we're doing 40-second laps, so. Could be a long one, but it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Not something I've ever done. I think the last Week 13 event was the very small fuel tank challenge on the trucks, which I ended up winning. So we'll see if we can back that up. I think that was the last one from last season. Need to make sure we're not burning up the tires on the pace lap as well. Getting going too hard or trying to catch up too early. It's gonna end up being tricky. I have no idea how this is gonna end up. My plan is to do like those 35-second laps, 36-second laps for the first 100, and then see how the car's feeling, and then maybe start ramping up the speed a little bit in the final 50 laps. Because as rubber's getting laid down on the track, the tire wear is going to go down a little bit, but it's still going to be very tough, and you're still going to want to save.
Alright, man.
We'll see how it feels. I'm playing this all by ear and just kind of winging it. But be prepared for big checkups into the corner up here.
Green flag, green
I think
flag.
everyone will be. We're all just rolling off. We got Alan right in front of us here.
You're up top 3 wide.
Billy
Inside,
going 3 wide
there. Stay
to the
high.
bottom. It is extremely dusty. I don't know if I've ever seen a paved oval this dusty. Probably because we're not blowing it off. Okay, we get it to the straightaway. And let's not run anybody over on entry here. Nice and smooth. I think Nick has a strategy worked out. He was talking to me about 40-second laps. But I think 35 is going to be alright. He's right behind us now. We've got Alan in front of us here. I'm just going to run bottom as much as I humanly possibly can and not hit the wall. I don't know if there was some arrow push there or what. It felt strange. No rubber on the track. Very, very dusty track. But that'll get better and better.
Go.
Forgot to unmute them. I thought I already did. We just did a 35-second lap, so right around where we want to be. Just trying to navigate through the corners here. We're starting very early in the morning, and we got like 8 times time acceleration, I think. That was a little bit too aggressive on entry, I think. I think I'm using a bit too much of the wheel in this corner right now. Okay. Absolutely no idea if this is going to get us to the end or not. I think once we get the you're wearing out the right front call from the spotter, we've got about 40% left. So we could still go a ways after that, but we're not going to want 100 laps to go with that. We're going to want maybe, say like a 1% a lap. We're going to want at least to make it to 40 to go before we get that call, if we can manage that. Not sure. We got a lot of people in here. Mark, who run the 87 car a ton and know a lot about how the tires work and how to save. And Mitch and Tracy in here, of course, who are always extremely fast. It's going to be interesting to see where we all shake out. I think I'm just going to let Nick go here.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear.
He wants to run a bit quicker than I want to right now. We're running back here in 18th. Going a few laps down is probably not going to hurt us too bad.
Gonna go high, Billy.
I think the people up front, if we're going to be getting lapped, will be running way too hard.
The leader just did a 34.5.
Okay, I must be going too slow. Nick just passed me.
That's what I was worried about. I think we're sticking to our goal, though. 35-second laps. You might be able to go faster than that. You probably can. I think Nick said like 1% every 2 laps doing 35-second laps. And we're doing a little bit slower than that. But if we were doing 35, we could potentially go 200 laps.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear.
But we still see a bunch of the field up ahead of us. They haven't pulled away and just left the building. We can still see them pretty close in front of us. Nick Martin rather, just got lapped. He's going for the go extremely slow on the apron and save strategy, which could prove to be very good as well. I had debated doing something like that, but I figured it would probably be pretty tough to hang around and just run the apron for 150 laps. And I think tire wear wise, this is going to be fine. Still see Nick up ahead of us, right behind Kirk. Ooh, somebody's getting loose up ahead. I don't know if you want to be doing that too much. That was Troy.
You got one inside. You're up top 3 wide. All clear, all clear.
Haven't seen any wrecks. Just that loose moment out of Troy, and everything else has been pretty clean.
All clear, all clear.
I gotta stop following Nick. That was a stupid idea.
He went to the bottom there, 3 wide. It worked though, no contact. Nick is way up ahead of us, 2 seconds. It's going to be very interesting to see what his strategy is going to be. Billy up there on the inside. And we got a huge stack up ahead. See that big pack. I'm comfortable staying just this far back.
Got one inside.
Billy running the apron. I wonder where the leaders are, if they're behind us on the F3 yet. Mark, yeah, he's 14 seconds back. We'll see if he's got tires left at the end. I think, yeah, he's 6 seconds ahead of Dan. That may be going a little bit too quick to be able to finish. It will be interesting to see. Because maybe a strategy is go kind of aggressively, not 100% full out, push it as hard as you can, but maybe go a little bit harder at the beginning here, and then when you get 10 to 15 laps in, and you have a big lead, you can start saving a little bit better then and just have that big gap. That could be something as well. I'm trying my best not to turn the wheel. I'm pushing out to the wall out of turn 2.
35.188.
But I do not want to use more steering wheel than I have to, because that will wear the right front more. We're in 17th right now. We got some people who are lapped down running the apron. We got this big pack of cars that's backing up to us. Kind of feels like we're driving those land yachts they used to drive. Just those big, heavy steel cars, giant steering wheels.
On my relative to second place, you're blinking out a lot.
It kind of feels like how slow we're going. That would be awesome if they added something like that. No telling how those things would have driven, or how they would drive on the service. We're good just following Alan here,
I
though.
feel like I'm driving my grandson to elementary school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did Dan drop out?
Feels like we're just going down the street. Go to the
Am
gas
I
station.
blinking out, Eric?
We got someone else on the apron up ahead. Everyone else is just kind of running the line, but saving and being very cautious on entry. I'm trying not to wash up too much in the corner either.
Not to jinx myself, but with driving this much slower, I haven't hit the wall yet.
Yeah, I've grazed it, I think. Trying not to slide up too much, trying not to get on throttle too hard in the middle of the corner and shove out wide.
Got one inside.
We're losing quite a bit of time now, it seems like, to those guys up ahead, but they might start coming back to us at some point. We're not in danger of getting lapped anytime soon. Got John right behind us, and then James. That was a little bit aggressive on entry. He did not enter quite that hard, I think.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, that was a 35.3, which is probably fine.
Ooh, I just ran my fastest lap.
Me too.
Nice.
Felt a little bit rough in 3 and
Right in the
4.
middle of a pack of cars.
There's Chad as well.
You got that draft going.
Wonder if we should try and catch up to these
Yeah,
guys
it's
at all,
definitely the pack racing.
or if we should just keep hanging back here. I think back here is safe.
Not if you're way back here, it's not.
1.2.
I'm saving a lot of fuel though.
Yeah, I was wondering what fuel looks like. 67 more laps.
I gotta ease up. Fuel's not what I'm worried about.
The leader just did a 35.
We got the cone out
I mean,
here.
Used because Darlington was, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks ago for this series. I have to remind myself to not drive like I was racing an actual race. I keep messing that up with the Prince 3 and 4 because I keep diving in further than I really want to.
It's pretty easy to do
like
in 3
3
and
or 4
4.
laps or so. I catch myself like racing full pace, and then I have to remind myself what we're doing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, basically,
gonna be tough to keep
I'll
focused.
break up a lot more than I need to, so I don't, burn the tires in the corner. But I was like, oh shit, it went way past my braking point, trying to do a normal race run.
It's gonna be tough to keep focused for all these laps. That's why hopefully I'll have saved enough by 50 to go that I can just push it without really thinking too much. I don't know if that's gonna be the case or not.
Inside.
We will see.
Clear low.
I'm not sure if
clear low.
running low in 1 and 2 is really helping me much, because it's kind of cutting off our exit out of turn 2, which is probably not ideal. But as long as we're not having to turn the wheel more, I think we should be alright. I think Mark is still up front. Is he still behind us? Yeah, he's 10 seconds back. I think, well, no question, he will eventually end up lapping us if we continue running this pace and he continues running his pace. We're still kind of hanging with them, though. We're still on the same straightaway as everybody. We just ran a 36-second lap. I think I'd prefer to go a little bit quicker. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. We may just be saving more than we need to. We may end up falling off. I entered the corner a bit harder there. Brandon's up there. He's a lap down. He's saving more. And I don't know, this must have been a burner lap. We caught up a bunch.
You got one inside. All clear, all clear.
Caught up a bunch to Alan and Kirk. Time is it in sim? It's 9 o'clock. I think we started at like 6. Oh, we entered a bit too hard there, but we got the banking to hold us up. As long as we're not sliding. It's alright. See Tyler up there in 14th. Maybe if we can run 35 threes, we should be alright. So I think this pace we're running here might be okay. We can go about this hard.
That was your fastest lap.
Well, we just did a 35.2. That was our quickest lap. Might try and get around Alan.
The leader just did a 35.8.
35.8 from the leader. So I guess we were quicker there. Looks like he was just going a little bit harder at the beginning to get a bit of a gap. And then has backed it off. Alright, alright. Just kind of hanging out here. Kirk nearly up into the wall there. Alan's going to look on his inside. We're also going to look on his inside, but not run into him, hopefully.
Still there. All clear,
Definitely
all clear.
don't want to be stuck on someone's inside. Could have pushed harder there to stay even or get a better exit, but I did not want to try and push the right front any more than I had to.
Thank you.
Alright, let's get a run here.
You got one outside.
See if we catch back up to Alan.
Still there. You're clear high, clear high.
So we drive in a bit harder than we wanted to there. Alright, we're good. I don't want to get too far behind, but I don't want to push too hard to catch up either. We still see a lot of cars in front of us. They're just a bit further out than they were earlier. See Chad up there.
Thank you, 14.
This would have been really crazy on the older tire from a few seasons ago that blew up every 40 laps, no matter what track you were at. This would have been a crazy, crazy idea. I think that's when Nick came up with it, and then they changed it to have these harder tires. Very, very interesting.
You got one inside.
Halfway, what is halfway?
All clear,
75?
all clear.
Or, like 80, or, yeah, is it 75? I guess it is. So, do we pit at lap 75? Do we try and just go to 90? Or not 90, but wherever we can go to at the end.
On the car in front. The gap is
1.1.
I want to set up auto fuel so it... Okay, auto fuel's not even on. And as I'm messing with that, I'm entering and driving the corner way too hard, and those guys up ahead are kind of just pulling away. We just ran a 36.2, so we need to pick it up a bit, I think. If we can help it. We've dropped off the pace quite a bit.
The leader just did a 35.1.
Yeah, I need to be running 35s. 36s seem to be way too slow. The good auto fuel's not
Thank you,
on this
Troy.
car. Just take the full 22 gallons. Not worry about it.
No problem, buddy. Just hoping it'll pay off in the end.
That was your fastest
And
lap
we'll
of
see
the
what
day.
happens. If it works, great. If not, had fun.
We just ran a 34.6. That's, I think, too fast for us, but we need to find the happy compromise. Okay, we're entering 3 way too hard right now. Need to back that down. Just 30 laps in. We got a long ways to go. Just ran a 34.9. That's fine. Let's just not get crazy with it. It is seeming to get a little tight in 3 and 4. Which could end up being a problem. Okay, 35.2, that's much better, I think. We want to hit right around that. I think. I really have no idea. I have no idea how this is going to play out. Might try and get around Allen in the next few laps. I think we want to try and catch up a little bit. Goal is to not fall too far back,
Take your time,
But not-
Gavin. I'm in no hurry.
not burn up at all. Yeah, you're good, no problem.
Oh, the wall there, I guess.
They're 5 seconds ahead of us now.
Well,
They
it does
really-
still exist. Okay, good. No,
Really pulled out ahead of
we
us.
haven't met each other for a while.
I think the pack is going a little bit too quick right now
Outside.
for my liking.
Turns out if I go too
All
fast,
clear,
I
all
hit the
clear.
wall. Then if I go too slow, I also hit the wall.
At least I'm consistent.
I haven't really got it yet. Thankfully. Tracy up there running 14th. So he's just been holding it smooth and steady. He's falling through the field a little bit.
For that.
People seem to be going a little bit quicker all of a sudden. Pack's kind of disappearing on us.
35.4.
Yeah, it's fine.
Leader's doing 34 or 35 fives, I think. What that said. 35.3, something like that.
Inside. All clear, all clear.
Anyone else's relative being weird, like I see Brett pop up, and then I see Nick pop
man,
up,
that
and
car is a lap
just
down.
random people keep popping up on my relative.
Mine is not doing anything like that.
Maybe you need to slow down.
Tracy's 6.5 seconds up now. He was just 4
theory.
seconds.
That car is a lap down.
I think they're all pushing way too hard. Like the whole pack.
Or speed up for that matter.
Or maybe they know exactly what they're doing
Only one way to find out.
and are saving the perfect amount and still going decently quick. I'm not sure.
Inside. Clear low.
But it's
clear
kind of
low.
freaking me out that they're pulling away so
Just set my fastest lap on lap 38.
so quickly. All of a sudden, like the whole field's disappearing. This is kind of concerning. 'Cause I don't know. I don't want to start going quicker and push and burn up my tires trying to catch back up, but I don't want to be left completely in the dust and just never be able to make it up. I don't know what we should do here.
It's unreal.
Just try and keep running pretty consistent laps if we can. See where we end up. Like the tires burning
Don't worry,
off.
15, I'll get you out of the corner.
We're not going to see that until way later, I don't think. With how much people are saving. But they are just long gone ahead of us. It happened very quickly. They just really sped up. I'm not sure what's going on or who set the pace
I
up
just
there.
ran my fastest lap. I gotta slow down.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is probably the only way I'll ever be faster than somebody like Billy.
I figured I'd be able to be quicker than Tracy, but it's not looking like it. Those guys ahead of us have really turned it on.
Yeah, new fastest lap on lap 40.
Everyone's setting their fastest laps. Everyone's really pushing.
Oh, you guys are on lap
Quicker.
40 already?
Yep. Wonder what lap he's on. They must know something that I don't. I must not be going hard enough.
The leader just did a 35.7.
35.7 out of the leader. We just did that. The people ahead of us are not doing 35.7s though. They got to be low 34s at least. I mean, they are just pulling so far ahead of us. I do not know.
You're getting lucky, Brett, that I had to navigate traffic.
Try and arc the corners as much as possible as well. That will keep us from using too much wheel. I hope they start to come back to us, otherwise this is gonna be rough. 9.4 to Tracy. I mean, he's gained 2 seconds. The last 4 laps. He's got to be running low 34s.
The car in front is pitting.
Nick is on pit road. He was talking about maybe a 2-stopper just to see what the tires are doing.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
I think that could be a good idea. I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. Is this 1/3 of the way through? I think you'd want to go to lap 50, but I guess if you take full fuel, you could make it to 100 easily. Wonder when we can make it to the end. I wonder if we should just pit there and pit as early as we can with like 80 to go or something, and just check and see what the tires are doing wear wise, and if we need to back it off from this run we can. So maybe we pit with like 80 to go, and obviously we can save some on track if we need to. That's not going to be a problem, I don't think.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is
9.6.
Wonder if Nick was leading that pack. He had charged up from behind us and was going really far ahead, and maybe he was setting the pace, trying to get people to drive a little bit quicker than they want to, for him to early pit there and then come back here and save. I don't know. Maybe something to try. We're kind of setting the pace of this little pack behind us. Really would love to know his tire data from that stop. But this is not one where you're going to be sharing it. This is where you want to keep that as secret as you can. We're stopped that early. Got 103 to go. Maybe we go like 25 more laps and then pit, and then we can make it to the end. And
the leader just did a
34.97.
we can look at the tires, and if the wear is really bad and not viable, we'll have time to adjust for that, because we'll have more laps to the end. Or maybe we're not using the tires up enough, and maybe we can go a little bit harder for the second run, and we'll know that too. And since we're pitting a bit earlier, we'll have more time to make up whichever decision we choose. I guess 25 from now would be lap 75, so that's still halfway. Is that when we want to pit?
All yours, Mr. Swan.
I guess it is.
Probably a mistake, but I'm
Just did a
gambling
34.7.
on, yellow.
Oh, there's good to be no yellow.
Oh, it's tight. A little bit too hard pushing there.
For Ace, I believe.
Looks like Nick Martin's wanting to come
Yeah,
through.
one
We'll go ahead and let him by.
That car is a lap down.
We
All
got
clear, all clear.
Robbie in the 37 in the lead now. He's 4.2 back. Doesn't look like he's saving
Clear
much.
low, clear low.
I think he said something about a yellow, but there are no cautions in this. Cautions are not on. Nick Martin might have seen the leader coming and decided to go and try not get put another lap down. I'm not sure. Got Brandon up ahead of Nick Martin now as well.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear.
A strategy could be just go as hard as you can, or as hard as you want. Try and put as much distance between you and the second place car as you can, multiple laps even if you can. And if you fall off like crazy at the end, hopefully you have enough distance between you and the guy that you can still win it. That's also something that people can try. I don't think going full speed, though, you're going to make it 150 laps. I don't think that's viable at all.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
But maybe you can save just
that
enough
car is a lap down. Inside.
where it
all
won't hurt
clear,
you.
all clear.
I'm not sure. I really don't know how this is going to play out. We're in 14th. I don't think we're going to start seeing people fall off until like 20 to 30 or to go within those last handfuls of laps. Until then, I think people are going to be able to manage it. But then we might start seeing people get meatballs and have to pit and be out of it.
The leader just did a 35.69.
The leader's backed it off now behind us, 35.7 or whatever.
The car in front is pitting.
More people pitting. That is the 62 of Lucas. He was in 5th, it looked like. Can we make it to the end from here? How many laps to go do we have? 96? I don't know. Let's see, we have 7.5 gallons left. For 27 laps. So 15 gallons is going to be...
Oh, I was trying to let you go, Tracy.
15 gallons is going to be 54 laps. And then... this is not a nice number. I can easily do in my head. What's going to be a nice number that we can use? I guess 5 gallons. Once we get to 5 gallons, we'll see. Because we'll be able to go
Thank you, sir.
4 times that much, and then a little bit extra with a 22-gallon tank. I think the tires are doing okay. I think we can make it to the end. Really not positive. That felt like using the wheel too much. Nick is going so much quicker than us. Feel like he knows a lot more what he's doing. We see a group of cars kind of backing up to us. I think that's the pack. I think they are losing some time to us now, so maybe they backed it off. That was weird, they just sped up so much in that middle run. Maybe they didn't even realize they were. We're starting to see them again. They had completely disappeared.
Oh no, Brad! I think that slide just killed the tires.
Oh no. Definitely don't want to be sliding it.
At least you saved it.
Don't think sliding it at any point is going to be very good for you. You may be able to get away with it though if it's just one time. Twice though, it's going to be tough. I mean, any little slide in these things really hurts. One time may be too many.
The leader just did a 35.259.
We are going to be lapped pretty soon. But we've got a bunch of cars coming up ahead of us. Several of them a lap down though. Got Billy and Chad running real low up here.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
And we might be 3 wide entering turn 1 here at Darlington. That could be scary. Nope. They get out of the way. Billy's
All clear, all clear.
much slower pace. Just goes low for us. .9 to the leader behind us. I don't think there's any way he's making it though. I don't think he can push that hard. He was running 35s a little bit ago, but to get that close behind us, he had to have been going much quicker, and he started to catch back up again. I don't know though. We're in 13th now. I think that's from the pit cycle though. Some pit stops.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not at line.
Oh, did we miss the 5 gallon? Not quite. Okay. Somebody ahead of us is pitting. See what it says at 5 gallons. 88 from here to go. So we'll probably make it.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not at 5.
Oh, be quiet. I know. Almost to 5 gallons. Alright, let's say 5 gallons is 18 laps. So 18 times 4 is going to be like 72. So 72 to go. We can go more than that though. We can go more than that by a lot. So that doesn't really help us. We're probably within the pit window for 22 gallons. I imagine. We just did a 35.9 though. We need to speed that up a bit. Oh my gosh, that was way too fast.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is
1.1.
Way too fast on entry. We are catching this group up ahead though, slowly. Which is good. I think we're just pitting it halfway.
35.593.
I don't think we want to try and do anything fancy. I mean, we might be in the window now, but I'm not positive, and I don't want to be unsure. Like, I think 85 is alright. We could probably pit now. But pitting early is only going to give us that information a bit earlier. It's not going to let us leapfrog or anything because we're not getting fresh tires. So maybe the call is just to go as long as you can and be out here on a lighter car. I don't know. I really have no idea. Get Robbie by us. Hopefully out of 2 here. Alright. Got on throttle a bit too aggressively there. Alright, we're gonna exit here and then
That car is a lap down.
just stay out of his way.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear.
Try not to
Got
use
one
the
inside.
wheel too much to turn.
Clear low, clear low.
And we're a lap down now, but I think that'll be fine. Let's just pit it halfway. Call that good. I think that's when most people are going to be pitting.
The car in front
And then we'll see what the tire wear is and know that we have to do one more run just like that, and hopefully we can determine if we can push it a bit harder or need to save a lot more. We don't want to get the right front below a certain percentage, otherwise it's just going to be, it'll feel like it's dead. I think it's like 15 or 20% when the right front just doesn't turn anymore, regardless of not being blown. And maybe that's not a big deal, because we'll still be out here and not have a meatball, but I don't think we want to get below that threshold. A little bit too aggressive there, feels like. Mark is only 1.4 behind us. It'll be really interesting to see where these two end up. It does not look like Robbie's really saving at all. And Mark's not that far behind him.
The leader just did a 35.02.
We just did a 34.7. That's a little bit too quick, I think. But that's alright. Let's go for another few more laps. We're in 12th now. Someone in front of us pit. This is interesting. How is this going to work out? Long race. And we're not going to know the payoff until the very end of it. I'm curious to see how this is going to work out. Mark is coming up quick behind us. How are we gonna get him around us? Are we gonna have to get him around us before we pit? Right now he's 1.6 back. Robbie's pitting now. So we're gonna be back on the lead lap for a split second. Until we pit. Is everyone gonna pit next time? I guess we will. We'll pit this time. 22 gallons. No tires. No tires to change. We're going to look at what those percentages are.
Alright, next lap.
Let's get it nice and slow before
I did that too.
we start to turn, not to use up too much of the tire. Nice and slow. This is a tough pit road to get to, and we're alright. No penalty for speeding, because that will ruin us.
Yeah, I'm pitting this lap too, Zach.
Now.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Alright. What's the tires looking like?
Damn it, I clicked the cone and have to hold for
Oh my
40 seconds.
gosh.
There goes my race.
90% right front,
Sorry to hear that, man.
78 left front. So if we double that, that'll put us at like 40-something% on the left front, but we can push so much harder on the right front. I think we start pushing harder. And if we push harder, we'll take some pressure off the left front. That is really good tires, not what I expected. So I think we just go 84% on the right rear. That's fine. The fact that they're that good and we didn't even lose that much, I think is a really good sign. I think we can push harder now and see where we end up. Not go like full pushing, full speed or anything, but see where we
Got one outside.
can get to.
Hey, I finally found the wall.
Nick is a lap ahead of us,
All
amazingly.
clear, all clear. The leader just did a 35.
Alright, let's try and get into push mode. I really didn't want to come out in traffic, but that's alright.
The car behind.
So your race is complete, you can quit now.
Outside.
Yeah, let's do that.
I
clear,
just have a few
all
more
clear.
things I want to get done.
Alright. Try and take care of that right rear as well, but that means we can push really hard on the right front if we need to. But we can obviously wear the tires more than a bunch more than what we were doing.
I'm pitting, guys.
We need to be careful not to wear them too much.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
My tires were 85.79 at the halfway point.
Ours were quite a bit better than that.
That's exactly what I had too.
Mark's 85, and he's got a huge lead on us. I think we saved way too much.
The leader is heading now.
Oh, we're gonna hit the wall apparently. Okay. We need not push that hard. We're gonna end up blowing a tire.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is
7.2.
Oh my goodness.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear.
We can go a little bit harder, but if we end up pushing
That car is
too hard, we'll still end up burning off more than we can handle at the end.
inside. Clear low, clear low.
Hang on to it.
I really don't care about the left front being 70 whatever. Like, that does not
Thank
bother
you.
me. Nick King must have spun there. I don't think once we start pushing a little bit here, we're going to end up being in danger of blowing a left front. I think that was just a product of us going really slow and weird. We should be taking a lot of the pressure off those left sides, running harder into the corners.
Thank you, 13.
But still, obviously, I'm running harder, but I'm still trying to save, like I would in a race. So I think we're still going to be able to make it to the end. We're in 14th now. We are a lap down.
You're gaining on the
We're running
current front.
34s
The
now,
gap
which I
is
think is good.
1.9.
It's about the fastest we can run without plowing the wall down every corner.
Inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Get around the 13 here.
All clear, all clear.
David. We may have put ourselves into a hole that we can't climb out of. But Nick, I think we know, is going to have to pit again because he pit so early. So I think we're going to end up ahead of him because he's doing the two-stop strategy. We'll see. He might just be saving as well to try and stretch it to the end. Saving fuel.
That car is a lap down.
The longer we go, though, Nick is on pit road now. The longer we go, though, the more we're going to have to, or I mean, the more the tires are going to wear.
Car behind you, pitting.
So we really can't do anything crazy, too crazy. We can push harder than we were the first run, for sure, and I think we're doing a good job of that without pushing way too hard.
The leader just did a
35.597.
We were a second quicker than the leader that lap.
You're gaining on the current
Thank
front.
you, sir.
The gap is
1.1.
Who knows, we may end up pushing way too hard this run, but I think we did a good job at saving that first run that we can do this. I don't know. I've never done a run like this in these cars.
The leader is heading now.
We're basically back to where we
Thank
were
you,
before we pit.
Yeah, no problem.
You might let me by 21.
Tyler's
Thank
on
you.
pit road. Marty's up in second. I think he and the leader have pit already, but
has taken the lead.
them going harder, I wonder if they could even make it on fuel.
84,
I wonder if
81
we
so
can make it
far.
on fuel. It's going to be close for us. I think we're good, though. I think we're all right. We're 69 to, left in the tank, it said. Dan's going to stay low for us. Thank you.
Got one inside.
Nah,
All
smacked the
clear,
wall
all
too
clear.
hard that time. Race over. See you guys later.
Oh, that stinks. That stinks for Brett. It's so easy to hit the wall here. It's crazy. We're going to have to be patient here a little bit.
Inside. Stay high. Clear low, clear low. Inside.
All right.
Clear low, clear low.
Should be all right.
Good job,
We're up to
man.
ninth
You're in the
now.
top 10.
Don't hit the wall. That was a very bad corner.
I knew it wasn't making that.
Oh, did Mark try and pit right there? He might have.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is
1.2.
Try and be smooth and not lose too much without smacking the wall down. It's really tight if I want to really focus on not turning it too much. Hard to get that rotation now, of course. You're heating up the tires and that's causing them to be less effective, and you're going to end up wearing them more and more, and we get really loose right there. And the right rear we know was lower than the right front, so that's kind of concerning. But I think we have plenty of leeway with the percentages that we can go without worrying too much, I think. 90% the right front is huge, I think. And it was only like 84 right rear. I guess we can look still. Yeah, 84 right rear.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear. The leader just did a 35.2.
So we can afford to more than double it, I think. Assuming we're going harder here. We're in P9. Looks like there's only... No, we're in P8. There's only 8 people, or 7 people on the lead lap. But 7th is not far from getting lapped. We got Mark right ahead of us here, and then Robbie just up ahead. Tracy up in 7th now as Mitch passes him. May try and get around Mark if we get a run. We'll see. We're not quite there yet. We got Tyler coming up.
I'm gonna pull down. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Sorry about that.
All clear, all clear.
I was gonna pull down, but you were already passing me that way.
Yeah, I was already committed, but that worked out. I was turning down already.
Like I said, I was just gonna pull down to let you by, but go ahead. You're good. You're good.
We're fine. We'll get around Robbie next if we can. Without pushing it too much. Huge run out of turn 2 there.
Got one outside. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Try not to enter too hard. We're back on the lead lap. Are our tires going to last? Not sure. 4.8 to Tracy. 5 seconds to Mitch. Let's not hit the wall. That was a bad corner there. We might be going too hard here, but I am fairly good at saving tires in this car. This is one of my better cars. That being said, not done a run this long before with one set. I think saving in this car is one of my stronger suits. There's plenty of people better than me for sure, but in terms of my skill, this is one of the things I'm better at. but it may not work out. I have no idea. You gotta be smooth and not make mistakes, not get it too loose out of the corner, burn up that right rear too much.
That car is a lap down. The leader just did a 35.5.
35.5 from the leader. We were almost, oh, we were over half a second quicker. That was not a good exit though. We were not smooth on throttle on exit. Tyler's trying to keep up with us. I'd like to not have to let him by if I can. See if we can stay ahead of him. We're kind of just in a race now. I need to stop getting such bad exits out of 2 though.
Inside, clear low, clear low.
Almost to 50 laps to go.
Alright, Mark, I'll give it up, but we better keep up this swap every 50 laps thing.
We'll be able to see.
Leaders are still pretty close behind us. And they can afford to push it pretty hard. Mark's saying he had 85% on the right front at the pit stop, which is really good for how quick they're going. I wonder where Nick ended up after his pit stop. He's back in 12th, like 12 seconds behind us, right around Nick King. Let's be nice and smooth on exit. Because you can kick out that right rear. You know, we want to try and preserve that. I'm not too concerned with the right front at the moment. And I'm doing bad in turn 2 though. We're going to destroy that wall. Here comes Tyler.
Inside,
Just going to have to let him go.
still there, hold your line. Clear low, clear low.
Didn't want to do that. He's being quite a bit smoother than we are. See if we can follow him up to Mitch. 2.7 up there. He's looking way quicker in turn 2 than me. I'm not sure my car can do that anymore. It's probably a bad sign. Kirk hits the wall there. We get loose. Having to turn down underneath him. That's not what we wanted. I'm not going to try and get underneath Tyler again right now. We'll see if I can follow him around Mitch and Tracy, or we'll just hit the wall.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know. I think our right rear may be in trouble. We may not be able to control this thing out of the corner at the end. Ooh, Mitch just pounded the wall there. He picked up a big slide on entry. He was sideways on entry and just slammed the wall. Wonder if his right front is gone already, or if he just missed the entry. Okay, that was much better through 1 and 2. Mitch is looking extremely loose. He might be on that right rear. That might be what we're looking like at the end. This is going to be a tricky place to catch him.
Billy, I'll give it to you out of 4 on the front stretch if you don't mind.
Ooh. Tyler alongside him. That's going to get him slowed down.
Inside.
He just lets us back go.
Clear low, clear low.
We're going to have to find a way around Mitch. See if we can set up an exit.
Got
Ooh,
one
he was going to
outside.
hit the wall.
All right, man, that car's
Had to get out of it just to
Still
be
there.
safe.
All clear, all clear.
We enter the corner
you, Brandon.
really hard. We cleared him. That's what we needed to do there. Ooh, we're loose. That is not boding well at all. Try and keep it from getting loose if we can. We're gonna have to wait here though.
Got one
Okay.
inside. Clear low, clear low.
Thank you.
Alright, much better through there that time. Nice and smooth. I don't know if even being able to run 34s is possible now. Been a lot of tire fall off, and we're entering way too hard here. That's okay. 4 seconds to Tracy. We're in P7. Tyler's gotten around Mitch.
Shoot a 34.
Leaders are still doing 34s. That is very good. We just did a 34.8, I guess. I didn't think we were able to do that anymore. Oh my goodness. Quit entering the corner so hard. That's how you destroy the right front. Quicker than you were doing the first 75 laps. We got 41 laps to go.
Stripe count 3.
I've gotten it twice, I think. We have to let Tyler back by, it looks like. Tracy still 4 seconds up. We're not really gaining on him at all. I don't think we're really that quick anymore. We're running about the same time we were running at the beginning while we were saving, except now we're pushing really hard. So that's not good. We did a 34.8 there though.
All right, man, that car is a lap down.
Just need to be careful not overdrive it in 3 and 4. It's still feeling okay. It's obviously tightened up like crazy, but that's to be expected.
Catching traffic at the worst time.
Tyler's looking super fast behind us. We might have burned up these tires a little too much. That was bad. Now we're entering, or we're exiting too shallow there. That hurt our exit. But we're still keeping pace with Tyler. We got some lap cars coming. I just have to be patient.
Got
Troy
one
goes
inside.
low.
Clear low, clear low.
We're not going to
Next
get
car
to
left
John
hand.
until after the corner. He's going to hit the wall.
Outside.
That was
Clear
scary.
high, clear high.
We survived though. Lost half a second to Tracy there.
Woo-hoo-hoo, I got loose there.
I think people might start burning up the right rears. It seems like the right rear is wearing more than the right front. And I think Mitch is just struggling loose. He's on pit road actually. He might have gotten a meatball. But Mark saying he got loose there. I think right rear is going to be where people are struggling more than right front unless they just hit the wall on exit.
And we put the oil down in 3 and 4.
35.593.
Yeah, see, people are getting loose. We might get some positions soon. We got 36 to go. It's right
You mean that actually worked?
around the window of when I thought people would be
Shit,
falling
sorry.
off.
You're good. I'm just getting, my tires are overheated now, so I'm getting loose.
Tisk.
Yeah, I screwed up my turn 1 and 2, 2 turns in a row, so it's definitely heated my tires.
Very easy to do. As long as we keep it from getting too loose, just make sure we don't push up into the wall. We might be alright. Obviously not overdrive 3 and 4 as much as possible.
Well, I must have went out too conservative. I'm running the same lap speeds now as I was at the start of the race.
That's what I'm doing. A little bit better, but not much better. And I feel like I'm pushing way harder. We were definitely quick as soon as we came out of the pits, though. A little bit quicker than we had been all race. But with those percentages, it really looked like I could push harder, and I think it's been successful for us. We're up in 7th now. Oh, bad corner there. Did not want to clip the apron. We turned down way too early for the exit. You feel it getting yawed out. Wonder if Mark and Robbie up there are going to be able to keep it up there the whole time. We're going to be within 30 to go soon. I haven't even got the tire wearing out call, but if the right rear is the one wearing out, I'm not sure he calls it. I'm not sure the spotter has a thing for that. Or maybe it might be a generic call, where anytime any tire gets below a certain percentage. I'm not sure, I don't remember. It's usually just the right front you're worried about. Especially in these things. Flip the apron there, get a bit loose. Still solidly in the 34s. I think our tire wears, or our lap time fall off is kind of stabilized. Tire wear is obviously, I'm sure, been pretty consistent.
The leader just did a 34.8.
And the leader's running quicker than us. I don't think we're going to be winning this thing unless they blow a tire. And I don't think they're going to be blowing a tire. I think they had it right. I don't think you needed to save quite as much as I was thinking at the beginning.
25.
Copy that.
Maybe not quite that much. We're trying to race Tyler here. We're trying to catch up to Tracy. And I think those two might be the only people we have to worry about. We're not getting anything else on speed. And we need to try and not destroy the car or the tires. Feeling alright though. We're starting to gain a little bit on Tracy. Looks like Eric's up on the lead now. Great job to him. He's gotten around Mark. Can we see where Robbie's at? He is in 4th. And Zachary Nelson up there in 3rd now. Okay, that was a really good 1 and 2, I think. Felt good. Ooh, I had to get out of it or I was gonna end up spinning out because I was putting too much wheel into it, or pushing up into the wall because I'm trying to keep it straight. This is gonna be the wall. That was very bad. Wouldn't be a race with me without a few wall hits, especially here at Darlington. Asking me to be consistent for 150 laps is kind of a lot to ask.
No problem, man.
That time did not feel like I actually got the wall, but it made the sound effect. Okay. A little bit loose, need to be careful.
That car is a lap down.
Is anyone gonna blow a tire?
Thanks, guys.
We're still 25 seconds behind the leader. I think he's got it in the bag. I don't think anyone's going to end up blowing one. Amazingly. As the rubber's gotten laid down,
The leader just did a 34.
I was really surprised 90% tires on the right front. That seems way low. I was not expecting it to be that good. Eric behind us by 8.5 seconds. I thought we'd be in like the 70s. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, we can maintain pace and make it no problem. Not really push any harder or not. But 90% on the right front. Very surprising. Obviously some of the other tires were lower, but really, I don't care what any of the other tires are. Right front is really the only one you need in this car, it seems like. Unless you get the right rear down to like 0.
Thanks.
But you can drive this thing loose. Okay, we just got the rubber call, but we've got 23 to go, so that's no problem. So yeah, it is just
Didn't want to get you caught up and me smacking the
generic
wall and then hit you.
tire thing. Tracy's starting to pull away from us
Thank you,
now.
Troy.
And he was working through lap traffic. Got James here. He's gonna stay low for us, thank
Got
you.
one inside.
Then Nick King.
Well, my rear tires are
Stay
gone.
high. There's the car on the low side.
Yeah.
Clear low, clear low.
It's my problem. I definitely wore through mine way too more than I needed to.
You're gaining on the car.
Robbie's up
Eric did
there,
a
just
great
got
job
passed
of
by
saving
Tracy.
his for now.
So he definitely went too hard. It was looking like he was. We might be able to get up and pass him. Alright. Still doing all right.
That car is a lap down.
Let's take a look at what these tires are at the end. This is pretty good info for official series that comes here. How far I can push these things and what the percentages are going to be. I'll have to try and remember to come look at this video before running a Darlington race here. Obviously we don't do 150 laps. Well, next season they're going to be longer, so maybe we do. I don't know. But we'll have tire changes and stuff, but we'll know how hard we can push early. And whatnot. 20 to go. We're catching Robbie at a bad spot here. See if we can time it on exit here. With Nick King trying to run low.
Got one inside.
Oh my gosh.
3 wide, you're
We
in the
just
middle.
had nowhere to go there, and we locked him up, slammed on the brakes.
Clear low, clear low.
Couldn't go low, I couldn't go high. That was just very unfortunate timing for us.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. You're
Sorry if
high,
I scared
clear
you
high.
up, Billy.
We're okay. Definitely not catching Tracy, but I don't think we were going to anyway. We passed Robbie there, and we've moved up to 6th. And try and keep
The leader just did a 30.
Tyler behind us. We had opened up a pretty good gap on him, but we kind of just got it all back there in that corner as he was still too wide, I think. Yeah, Tracy's able to go much quicker right now. And we're able to hit the wall a lot. If I had been going this pace the entire time,
We got these 1 even.
maybe we would have been good. I don't know. So I don't think I was... Like, we're still running 34.8s. And I don't think I've been pushing as hard as they were at the beginning to maintain the lead. And maybe we would have been closer to the front. We would have had a chance.
Give it to you, Nick.
I was gonna let you go ahead and go. I'm a lap down.
That was a bad corner there.
I've got like 5% rear tire. You can take it anytime you want.
I'll try, but I just don't want to slide up into you.
That's always a concern on old tires, trying to make a pass. You don't want to enter the corner too hard and have the car just not turn like we've had multiple times already and just slid into the wall.
20 minutes to go.
20 minutes to go. We got 15 laps to go. Just barely gonna get the race in. All green. If we had cautions enabled, I doubt this would have finished in the time limit. This is a pretty long race, though. We didn't even do 150 laps for Dog Pepper Series. We did like 146, I think. It was about the same. Oh my gosh. Here comes Billy on his fresh tires as he was running the apron. Most of that. We're just gonna go low for him.
Outside. That car is a lap down. All clear, all clear.
Thought he would have had the run to take it, but let's just get him by us. We know he's much quicker.
I don't know if you have a mic, Dan, but if you want me to let you by, I will. I'm just, at this point, trying to make laps to get to the end.
Yeah, you got a copy?
Yes, I don't know if you're just following me.
I don't think Mark can hear him because he's on all teams. What time is it in Simp? What the heck time is that? 6?
Hang on a minute, Troy.
Almost 6:30, 6:14.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. Got in a little deep.
So it's been about 12 hours in game,
Yeah.
I
I'm
think.
starting to get warnings, so I gotta back off.
The The leader just did a 30.
Watch out for the wall. We got Connor in 4th place up there. He's 3 seconds up. Tracy has passed him. But we got Eric, the leader, behind us.
You're gaining on the car in front.
The gap is 2.8.
Looks like Connor may be having to back it way off to survive. I don't know if we're going to have time to get to him or not. But as lap cars are around all those guys, they may lose some time. I'm still feeling alright. I'm really tight. Just need to make sure we don't overdrive it and hit the wall, and really doesn't feel that bad.
Radio check. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Drifting it around the corner there, though.
That car is a lap down.
Tyler, 1.6 back.
Right front tire is wearing out.
My right front tire is wearing out. That's to be expected. But we got 10 laps to go. I don't think we're concerned.
Hey, I just got my first warning.
Yeah, we got one a little while ago. 2.2 to Connor. We got 10 laps to go. We need to try and not get slowed down, but we keep catching lap traffic in the worst possible spots. But thankfully Kirk backs off there, so it doesn't hurt our exit any more than we hurt it ourselves by running poorly. Now Connor and Billy are racing. That'll give us a chance to close in a bit, but he gets by him easily. It'll probably be a lot harder for us to get around him. Racing for position here with 10 to go.
Sorry, I was trying to give it
Once
to
he hits the
14.
wall, like that.
No, you're good.
You're gaining on the car in front.
The gap is 1.2.
Alrighty.
Almost gave it right back.
Nice and smooth. He has no right front left, it looks like. Can we break into the top 5? It'll be tough, but we might be able to. I don't know if we got enough time left, though.
Killed your tires that bad, there, Robbie.
Oh yeah. I don't ever run NASCAR, so fire saving was never a strong suit of mine.
Connor's kind of hitting the wall every turn 3, it looks like. We need to make sure we don't overdrive it like that.
Shit, sorry, I was trying to stick the bomb, let you by.
The leader just
We
did a
have trouble
30.
getting it to turn.
9.16.
Coming around to get 5 to go. Just got to keep it steady. I think we'll have time as long as we don't slam the wall. Tracy's only 1.8 ahead now. He's fallen off a bit, but we definitely don't have time to get to him unless he wrecks into the wall somehow.
Outside.
This is going to be sketchy.
You're clear high. Clear high.
Alright, just had to be careful there. We get around him. I went ahead and went to the inside there because he had got the wall. I think we should be able to pull away. .4 to Tracy.
5 to go at the line.
5
Oh
laps
my
to
god,
go.
I just set my fastest lap.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, same here.
They saved a little too much, I think. I was expecting tire wear to be a lot bigger than it was.
I'm catching Nick, but running out of laps.
Yep. We're catching Tracy very little.
You're pulling away from the car behind.
Not
It's
enough
one even.
within these last few laps unless he has a huge moment in the wall. And I am really struggling to get this thing to turn the center of 1 and 2, and he pulls away a little bit that time. We're up to P5. Top 5. Is Eric still leading this thing? Let's see once we get out of the corner. He is. We are 26.8 seconds back. He has just gained on us this whole entire run. He's done a great job. Oh, Tracy into the wall. That's what we were saying.
2 to go this time by.
That was the only thing that was going to get us to him. He nearly loops it, and we go around him on the outside. He hits it just hard enough to bounce off sideways, which sometimes happens in this car. Like we're about to do. I don't know how we got that slowed down. But Tracy
Oh, I had to
gives it
do
the spot.
Good job, man. You're up to 4.
I had just been saying that that's the only way we were going to get to you. Just grabs the wall there. Allen's in 11th. He's doing great. He's up ahead of us a lap down. We are surprisingly on the lead lap. How many people are on the lead lap? I think we're coming around to get the white flag. There's 7 people on the lead lap. Tyler is the last car on the lead lap. So we've done pretty good, I think. We've done well. P4 does not appear we're getting anything else.
Oh, thanks guys, that was fun.
Eric got the win, sounds like.
Great job seeing your tires there, Eric. I try to stay in front of you and try to keep up with you, and then I just burn my stuff way more. Great win, man.
Yeah, that's fun.
Hey, that was fun. Great win, Eric.
Yeah, nice job. That was a fun one. We'll
What
come
was your
around
tires at the pit stop there, Eric, you know.
and get a 4th place.
Yeah, I was gonna do burnouts, but I'm curious to see what my tires were at.
Yeah,
There's the flag, man.
81.66
You know
for
what they were at
Brandon.
the pit stop?
Nick finishes 10th, just ahead of Allen.
88.79.
88.79 for
Man, we had the same
Eric.
pretty much at the pit stop. I don't know. I guess you just really conserved them afterwards as well.
Let's take a look at
Either
what
way,
ours are.
Amazing job there, bud.
That was fun. 29.29 for Nick. That's pretty crazy. 4% right rear for Robbie. What is ours going to be? 45.34. Lefts 19.57. Which is pretty crazy. I don't know why I was burning up that left front so much. I mean, it didn't really affect anything. But that was crazy. Not a whole lot to see, I don't think. Left front 1, 2, 10. He had 1, 2, 10 on the left front. That's very, very strange the way the setup was wearing the tires. I don't think I've ever seen one. I don't think I've ever seen one wear the left front like that. All right. Let's take a look at the incidents, which is probably just going to be several wall hits, though we did see quite a few big wall hits in front of us. Maybe there were some that took some people out. That's Robbie getting it there. Eric right now is up in 3rd. He was running top 5 the whole time. He was doing great. And he actually gets a bump slowing down on entry there, and that still doesn't affect him that much. So that worked out really well. We end up 4th. From 18th, we move up a whole bunch of spots. I will take that. Tires were fine. I think it's just going to be a lot of these little hits. We got to see Nick hit it, though. Yeah, he hits it pretty hard. We did that multiple times, though, too. I think everyone did it at least 1 or 2 times. This is such a tough track. I'm interested in the ones that do this, that, like, spin out. The bigger hits, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of those either. We can go look at Tracy's. Nick grabs the wall there. Here's some contact with Mitch. Already lap 105. So really nothing. He's overdriving that. He's going to grab it. Sometimes when you hit the wall hard enough in 3 and 4 in these cars, it can just instant spin to the left. Kind of what happened to Tracy in 1 and 2. Like it can just get hooked to that wall just enough and bounce off just perfectly to spin out instantly. Mitch was definitely looking loose, and that's, I think, when he pulled it in, possibly. No, he might have gotten a meatball for his right rear. Lap 1 thing kept wrecking in 3, so he parked it. That's what he says. Right rear just going away. Little contact. That was when we were right underneath him. Contact for the 8. Is Nick gonna grab it again? No. Zachary, I believe. Just showing us random stuff now. This is gonna be me nearly hitting it. It's just showing middle of 1 and 2. I guess we'll just go look at Tracy getting the wall for us to get that position at the end. Which I think was lap 148. He just enters the corner a little bit too hard and just can't get to slow down. He has a kind of a bobble there, but then it bounces off perfectly for him to spin nearly. And I was just getting through saying that's the only way we were going to be able to get around him if he had a moment like that. And there we go. And that gets us top 5. Let's see if Nick did anything here. 148. Oh, he is not turning at all. I think he's got Alan right behind him, though. Alan's right here, so he's about a corner away. Alan was catching him. But Nick did not play it right. We kind of played it okay, I guess. We end up top 5 on the lead lap, but Eric did the real perfect strategy. I think he was just setting the pace, kind of running same times we were running after the pit stop, those high 34s, and just kept it going and never really stepped out of line and actually kept it up front pretty much the whole time and ends up winning the race. Great job to him. That was a fun event to try. Long old race, but something different. Something weird to do with the tires. See how these cars react to a run like that. And it was fun seeing how it worked out. I'm glad we ended up finishing pretty well. That was a good one.